Well, the U.S. Army says it is conducting a review after two Apache helicopters were recorded doing a flyby at singer Kid Rock's home in Nashville, Tennessee. Kid Rock posted this video on Saturday where you can see him standing near a pool while a helicopter hovers for several seconds. He's clapping, he's saluting, and at one point, a second helicopter flies by. NBC News Chief Justice and National Affairs correspondent Kelly O'Donnell joins us from the front lawn of the White House. Kelly, do we know more about how the helicopters even just ended up near Kid Rock's home in the first place?
Well, what we've learned from our colleagues who cover the Pentagon, that this is a case of a training mission. They were taking part in that, and I don't know how they connected Kid Rock's location to the path they were on, but clearly that happened, and they have now been suspended. The Army is looking into a number of the issues related to this. Of course, these are very expensive property of the federal government, and the time and the use of these is certainly subject to all kinds of protocols, and a flyby would not typically be anywhere near that. And so it does raise questions. Kid Rock has long been politically active. He's very much aligned with President Trump, but over the span of his life in public life, where he's a rocker and hip-hop star, he has been at times supportive of Bill Clinton or George W. Bush. But in this moment, he's very much aligned with President Trump. He's also done a lot of work for the military in terms of sort of the entertainment side of that, the shows when they would be on a base somewhere. So he's very active. Perhaps he didn't understand that posting that video would bring the crew into great scrutiny, but it has, in fact, done that. Trying to assess why they were there, what their elevation was, all the different components of that, which would be a part of their training and a part of their requirements for how they use these important assets of the military. So a viral moment that has some real consequences.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.